welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Cass. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the second video of my 30-day heart series, and let me tell you, I need to give you such an update because this week was really rough. It is February 9th and it is a Friday. I have been battling such a cold. So on Sunday I ended the vlog and I was not feeling well. Monday was still so sick. Tuesday and Wednesday I didn't even go to the office, which is when I usually do because I was so unwell. But I still stuck to most of the things for 30 hard. The only thing I did not do was work out, which I was bummed about. I don't know if you guys ever felt like this, but before, I would say in high school and maybe college, and this is specifically around working out, I feel like I had a very unhealthy relationship with like fitness and food and all that stuff in high school. I was really hard on myself, where if I told myself I'm gonna work out and I don't, I would feel so guilty and I would feel like crap about myself because I didn't work out. And of course the 30-day hard is more disciplined, and so I was working out on those days where I didn't necessarily feel like it. But when I was sick, I was not forcing myself to overexert myself because I knew that it would just not be a positive outcome. I would probably feel worse. I feel like if I did this 30-day hard challenge in high school, I would be so distraught and I would still work out even though I felt like crap just because I felt like I had to. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself, and if you're sick, if you're not feeling well, you know, just because you're doing the 30-day hard challenge does not mean you absolutely have to, no matter what, do it if your body is telling you to rest. And even though I was sick, I was still, you know, doing the productivity hour or trying my best to do as much as I could and reading. Even though I did not work out for 4 days, I still did everything and did more things on the productivity side and got more things done. So there's a balance in that. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Keep it real. I'm not gonna tell you guys I worked out every single day this week. I definitely did not. But I don't feel guilty about it. I still feel really proud of myself for still doing all the other things. But it is day 12 of the 30-day hard challenge and it's been great. I feel good. I mean, I don't feel the best because I've been sick, but I do feel good about what I've been accomplishing. I've been more productive. I've been enjoying reading. If you guys did not watch my last vlog, I finished Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Such a good book. I read this book in 1 week, which is a record for me, honestly, and it was so good, so highly recommend it. And now I am reading the November 9th by Colleen Hoover. I am currently on page 63. I talked about this in my last vlog, but I'm obsessed with the fake tree. It looks so good, but now I'm thinking I really need a little side table. One of those cylinder ones I think would be really cute right here. I think that would just finish this entire corner because I think there's an awkward open space right here, but if I had like just a little side table with decor, like just maybe a candle or something cute, it would just tie this whole corner together. I've also been in my baking era, I would say. I love cooking. Baking is one of those things where I like baking, but it just takes a lot more effort because you can't do it to taste. You have to do it by measurements. So that's why I don't really bake as much as I want to, but my grandma loves baking and she is the most amazing baker ever. I started making scones. I made blueberry scones and I made chocolate chip scones. So I made a batch of scones and then I ate half of them for breakfast throughout the week, and then I froze the other half just so that I have it on hand whenever I feel like it. Then I made these mini chocolate chip scones, but I messed up on the recipe because I assumed the recipe was gonna be pretty much identical or the same to this one because it's from the same person. So I just put the same amount of butter, flour, and it was different ratios. So it came out, I tried to fix it as much as I could, but these aren't really the consistency of a scone. It's much softer and chewier, but it's still so good. Because I messed it up, I knew it was gonna bake weird because I put too much butter. So I just cut it into little mini baby scones. And I mean, they're so cute and they're actually really good. And they're just softer. They're not a scone consistency. If you've never had egg drop soup before, it is so good, so simple. I'm sure you can find a detailed recipe on Google, but this is just how I do it, and it literally takes no time at all. I'm just putting the stove to medium, and now I'm putting in chicken broth. This is just the brand that I got from Good and Gather. It's so simple, so affordable, and it tastes really good. But I'll probably put all of it, honestly. so that I have extra. Okay, and we're gonna wait till this comes to a simmer. So this is just 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and water, and usually recipes will call for only a few eggs, but I love my soup to be full of eggs because they taste so good and I just love the taste of eggs. So I put 5 eggs and it says to lightly beat it. Then we have sesame oil, ground white pepper, and salt. Also have a little sugar. All right. I feel like this is enough. I just do it to taste. I like to put a lot of sesame oil, so we'll start with that. Put some salt, so I'll just sprinkle it in. I'm sprinkling this in, some white pepper, sprinkling in a little bit of sugar. Once it simmers, I'm gonna slowly start putting in the cornstarch just to see how much it thickens and kind of just slowly do it. Okay, so now the soup is officially boiling, and I am going to bring in the eggs. So there's a trick to this. The speed that you stir the soup determines how clumpy or how thin you want your eggs to be. I like mine right in the middle. So let me just show you. And I'm just going to pour it in a circular motion. And I'm just going to start stirring it, and this is gonna cook the eggs. And it's supposed to be nice and like light. Oh, it looks so good. This is what it looks like. It's so good. Whenever I go to a Chinese restaurant, I always have to order the egg drop soup because it's so delicious, but also so easy to make at home, and it only took 10 minutes. Like, today's a very food focused vlog because I made the egg drop soup, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing for dinner. I just got back from the grocery store. I'm finishing up a couple of things for work. To give you guys a little gist of what I do, I'm on the events team for 2 magazines, Interior Design and Architect/Interior Design. Both of them are magazines, and there are really big conferences and events that go on all the way throughout the year. Our main focus right now is a big event that's coming up in the first week of March. So I'm going to be traveling for about a week, and registration deadline was yesterday/today. So everything's been coming in because everyone wants to do things last minute. So that's what I've been doing today, just catching up on that, making sure everyone is good to go. Also communicating with people that are doing like centerpieces, the transportation, making sure that we have everything that we need in the office shipped, and doing the inventory for all those things. So just a lot of prepping in that sense. And then next week we are starting the process of the next big event that's happening, which is huge. That event is in June. In between, I have these one-day events in various areas of the US that I'm going to doing whatever I can to help in any way. It's really exciting, honestly a dream job because I'm having so much fun and I love everyone that I work with. So this is just the best case scenario for me, and I'm really grateful. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up my work, and then we are making chipotle salmon bowl. I'm going to attempt to make a cute little cooking/baking video for tonight. And I have this really cute apron. This is the first time I'm gonna be wearing this, from Anthropologie. I love how the print is so nice and subtle, and it has gold, so it's very neat, and it has little pockets. So I feel like, yep, my head is way too big for that. This is what it looks like. I feel like it's so cute. It's already getting really dark, so I don't know how great the lighting's gonna be, but I'm just gonna set up my tripod. morning. It is Sunday, February 11th. It is Super Bowl Sunday, which doesn't mean much to me because I don't personally watch football. However, growing up, Super Bowl is such a big thing in my family. I feel like I associate Super Bowl Sundays with chili and smamusubi and specific foods. So that's what we're doing today. My parents are already in full swing. They've been up since probably 6 a.m. just prepping because in Hawaii, which I don't know why I didn't connect the two, but I was planning on inviting Kylie and Charlie, who are also from Hawaii, to the apartment to have a little Super Bowl thing for lunch. But then she texted me saying that it's actually going to be too late because it's at nighttime. And I just had like a mind-blowing realization because growing up, every single Super Bowl, getting to the house around 10 a.m., lunchtime, eating lunch while watching the Super Bowl, and then after that, we would have leftovers for dinner, like as a whole entire family. And now I'm thinking, I was like, wait, it actually starts later on, and so it's more of like a Super Bowl dinner rather than Super Bowl lunch. I'm kind of just rambling. This is the Makeup Forever 606 Wherever Walnut, that's what it's called, and it's such a nice, pretty neutral, but it still has a hint of like brown. It's like a pinky brown. It's so pretty. This has been my go-to for probably at least 1.5 years, maybe even 2 years at this point. Right now I'm applying my all-time favorite mascara. I have purchased this 5 times, which is a really big deal because I normally don't repurchase mascaras because I haven't really found any that I am in love with besides this one. And this is the Tartelette Tubing Mascara, and even though I'm going to stay in the apartment all day long, I still just wanted to get myself ready, put on some earrings, put on a cute little loungewear, and just get to work. I'm currently heating up the rest of my egg drop soup that I made on Friday just because I was craving soup for breakfast or for lunch. It's literally noon. But I have been in my baking era, and I know you guys saw my time lapse, but let me tell you, they turned out so good. This is the chocolate chip mochi cookies, and they're just so delicious, but I have to eat them quickly because mochi doesn't last very long at all. So you have to eat them quickly. They get hard over like the course of a couple days. So you can see it's not as mochi-like. So good. And for me, it's like, it's a texture thing. I just love things that are really chewy. And I grew up eating mochi, so sometimes I just have a really strong craving for it. The original recipe calls for matcha, but I did not have matcha, but I did have cocoa powder, so that's why I made chocolate chips. Okay, so right now it is 6 p.m. or about to be 6 p.m. I worked a little bit more than I intended, and now it's already dark. So I just want to tell you guys a little bit more about, I guess, this time for me. So growing up, we'd always go to my grandparents' house, and the whole family would be there, extended family and everything. All my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, and we'd all go to my grandparents' house, and we'd set up all the tables in the garage, and we decorate a little bit. And my grandparents' house was primarily the house for all these get-togethers, and then my house growing up would be New Year's and 4th of July. Specifically for the Super Bowl, we'd go to my grandparents' house in the morning, help set up. My cousins and I, when we were younger, there was something called the Puppy Bowl, and the Puppy Bowl was basically always on during the Super Bowl. And I remember one year, and specifically my cousin and I, we made these signs, and it was invitations to the Puppy Bowl because we were in the living room and everyone else was outside in the garage, obviously watching the Super Bowl. So my cousin and I, we got a bunch of paper and we made all these invitations, and it was like, come to the Puppy Bowl at 3 p.m. inside in the living room or something like that. And we drew puppies and everything, and then we went outside and we passed out these invitations to all our family members. Every time we'd all get together, there's very specific memories that I hold very close to my heart. And so when it comes to me being across of the entire country, I get homesick really easily. I get homesick a lot, and I go home as much as I can. I try to go home at least once a quarter. Very grateful and very lucky that I'm able to go home. And even with my new corporate job, I still have that flexibility where they allow me to work remotely if I go home for like a week or something. I'm making basically my faves that I grew up on during this time. And even, you know, the spaghetti that I make, or my mom's meatloaf, or even during Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving, I make these specific dishes that I grew up on because I get really homesick during that time. Finished product of our game day food minus the game, my mom's chili. The guac did turn out really nice and cold. Then we have these spam musubis, and this is the best chips I've ever had. They're the thin and crispy ones from Tostitos. And yeah, and also I have pickles just in case I feel like eating that on the side. I feel like it would match. Yeah, now we're gonna watch the Robin Williams movie. I think it's called Dead Poet Society. Okay, Dead Poet Society. And this is our spread. Hi guys, it has been quite the week. It is day 21 of the 30-day hard. This week was exhausting work-wise. I was in the office for the entire 9 hours every single day, and then I had a lot of things to do for the social media management, like my freelancing on top of that. So every single night right when I got home, I would just eat dinner really quickly and just start working all the way through. And honestly, it has been a tough week and I wasn't able to hit all of my things. I did everything besides work out every single day, but I didn't work out for a few days just because I woke up late because I've been going to sleep so late. But I still have been getting my productivity hour done. I've still been getting my reading done. I've still been doing all of that. My schedule is just so wonky this week, so giving myself a lot of grace. Got a lot done, so I am proud of myself. And I ate out once because I was running late, and so I didn't pack my lunch, and so I ended up eating out, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be disappointed in myself for that just because I am doing my best and that's all you can do. But it is Sunday, it is President's Day weekend, which means it's a long weekend. I'm about to go out and just enjoy Jersey. I don't really go out on the weekends at all. I just did my everyday makeup here, and I'm not sure exactly if this is like a 30-day hard vlog, but it's more so just documenting my life and documenting my journey. So I kind of just realized that this vlog was all over the place, but I'm glad that you guys are here and enjoying it. But yeah, my outfit, very, very simple. Scarf is from Aritzia. This is the merino wool one. So comfortable. It's my favorite, and it keeps me really, really warm, and it's on a more affordable price point for Aritzia, if that makes sense. Uniqlo, Heat Tech, and then my jeans are from Old Navy, which I actually really, really love. I have never tried Old Navy jeans until last year, and these are the OG loose, and they're perfect for people who are a bit more curvier because they have more fabric on the sides, so I will link them down below. Out and about, just walked around Jersey, and my boyfriend is gonna treat us to brunch because I found a loophole. If I don't spend my money, it doesn't count because that's on my list, not on his list. He doesn't put that. He still eats out, buys lunch for work. Loophole, so we're going on a little date. We're gonna grab some lunch at a sushi place called Domo Domo. We're just enjoying our walk, and I'll bring you guys along. I'm back home now. I have to show you my dessert after. I think I already showed in the vlog, but it is from Meat Fresh. And I remember when I was in college in Las Vegas, I used to always want to go there, but I just never did. And I love mochi. I just love the texture of like really chewy things. So I discovered that on Uber Eats and I ordered it, and now it's the first time that I went in person, and let me tell you, it is so good. My mouth is watering thinking about it because I'm gonna go and finish it after this. But I wanted to show you a couple things. This was my Valentine's gift from my boyfriend, and I just wanted to show you guys. I did not put it away yet. I've just been draping it over my couch because I will not put something away unless I show it or vlog it, or else it will never happen and I'll forget about it. The first top, both are from Abercrombie. I got to pick out what I wanted, and this top is so cute. It's a sweater top and it is so soft. I really want to get another one, the button, and I just love the contrasting here. But this is so cute and I am obsessed, and I need this in every single color. And then I love these pants for work. I have three or four other colors, I think 4. These are the Abercrombie Sloan pants, and I've been wanting the navy one for a while, but I just wasn't sure how I would style it because I don't really have a lot of navy pieces, and I don't know, navy is just like a newer color that I've been implementing into my wardrobe. You can't really tell on the camera. Kind of a lighter blue. Let me see if you can see it in the sun. Oh yeah, this is the true color of it. Lately, my boyfriend and I have been really doing more practical gifts for things that we know we will love and use so much, instead of things that we think each other would like, if that makes sense. Our new thing this year is taking each other shopping. So for his birthday, I got him that cologne that I showed in the vlog. He basically picked that out earlier, but I couldn't get it for him because it was out of stock in that store. And then we also went to a bunch of different stores and I bought him all of these work clothes and he was really happy with it. And then it was Valentine's Day, then I got work clothes and I got to pick out what I wanted. And then he just picked out a bunch of things for working out, like protein and whatnot, like a whole Amazon order. So I'm loving this system because I'm getting exactly what I want. The last thing that I wanted to update you guys about is my reading. So I believe in the last vlog I had started November 9th by calling Hoover. Could be wrong. I'm not sure where I am with the vlog. I've just been sporadically vlogging and putting all the clips together. But I finished this and I would give this probably a 4 out of 5, only because the plot wasn't as interesting as I thought it would. First 3/4 of the book was good. It was entertaining. Last fourth of the book was just crazy. It was like, I feel like the ending was a little more rushed than I had expected it to be. I don't know, but I liked it. I would still prefer Ugly Love over this one because I read that one way too quickly. However, this is what I'm reading right now, and I started this on Friday night. It is Sunday and I'm already on page 203. So that just shows you how good this is. I mean, everyone talked about this book, so I knew that I was gonna love it. So I'm gonna read this and eat my dessert. And guys, this dessert, I cannot explain to you how good it is. And I think it's just because I love mochi so much that the texture of it is just phenomenal. And I just love this. I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat my dessert and I'm gonna read. It doesn't look as appetizing right now, but it's so good. I'm gonna read It Ends With Us and eat my mochi ice cream dessert thing. Just have a good time, and then I'm gonna do my nails. For dinner, I'm gonna make a salad, and I've been obsessed with having sweet greens, but they're so expensive. It's like $20 for a salad, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. So I'm just grabbing some spring mix. I usually do kale, but they didn't have any kale. And I'm just gonna take a nice bunch, put that on the bottom there. And now I'm taking some corn and just putting that right on top because I love corn in my salad. Then I made a stir-fried chicken with onions and bell peppers, and this is so good. It's so simple because the chicken is the rotisserie chickens that you would get at a grocery store. And I just stir fry in oil and sesame oil. I'll do onions and bell peppers, and then I'll put on like oyster sauce and soy sauce, just like a bunch of different stuff. I forgot to add the rice. I wanted to try wild rice because the sweet greens one has wild rice in it with the salad. I should have added this on the bottom. Everything is looking so messy, but I also crushed up almonds because the salad that I had the other day, it's the warm harvest bowl from Sweet Greens, had almonds. I had no idea, and it tasted so good, so I'm just gonna put some in here. Lastly, I'm adding my favorite dressing. This is the best dressing you'll ever try from Trader Joe's. It is the toasted sesame. Let me know if you guys try that out. I'm just gonna do a light drizzle, just because I don't think I'll need too much since there's sauce on the chicken. That's my salad of the day. I usually put apples, but I don't think it's gonna match with this, so I'm just gonna let it be.